Gra, interlopers and travelers and fellow cult of the Atlas. Psycho Mike Gaming back here for some more No Man's Sky, and this is the pre-next No Man's Sky gameplay. Next is not up, but soon it will be, so what you're seeing here will be changed forever. Different. Completely. So we are pretty much gonna document the old gameplay before No Man's Sky next hits July 24th. Welcome any Xboxers who might watch this video later, and I hope you enjoy what you have to look forward to, even though it's all going to change. But we hope to we look for the Xboxers to come and play, and we can't wait to see you. So here we are in the space station on a new system. But yes, and also I want to talk about No Man's Sky next trailer that we got yesterday. Boy, how about that, huh, folks? That was wow. Wow, 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 and wow. That's all I got to say. Hype train, my gosh. But here it is. Things are going to be changing, you know. It's going to be different. These ships that are landing are all going to be different. You know, it's going to be just crazy seeing all this change and looking different. And so let's jump out here into space, and here we have a planet. This is probably going to look different as well. With the way it looks, the clouds and all of that, that's probably all going to, you know, change, and it's just going to be crazy, man, you know, crazy. So I'm going to look for a trade outpost, because I need to look for some vortex cubes. So what we got here, and I'm in a pretty wealthy system right here as well. So we got what, a moon? Yeah, 2 moons on this place. So let's head to that trade outpost. Get past the space station here real quick. And let's check out, get some I need to get some more Thamium 9 for my warp reactor for my freighter. I've been slowly going to the center of the galaxy, and not universe, the galaxy, still 600,000 light years away. Not going to make it before next, and I don't even know if I am, because with multiplayer we might have to start a new game to play multiplayer. Though I do hope that we get to maybe choose multiplayer in our old save games, you know, in our normal survival permadeath save games. Hopefully, you know, when we click in, they'll say, would you like to move this to multiplayer, you know, instead of having to start all over. So that's we don't know. I mean, we know we're getting it. We know we're getting third-person view, first-person and third-person view. We know we're going to get customizable characters and all that, and we know the graphic overhaul is going to be huge. And so, you know, it's, you know, check it out. So I don't know, it's going to be interesting. Alright, we're about 30 seconds from this outpost, trade outpost. We're going to land there, get some Thamium, probably buy some iron. I need to probably pick up some more iron. We'll check out what type of planet this is. We already can tell, it's a frost planet. It's definitely, and look at all these right here. These might be going away. Ooh, we got gold here, some gold towers. Probably make some money off of those. I might have to check that out. But these iridium columns and those gold columns, those might be all going away. They might be pushed into where they need to be, which is the ground. So, you know, that's It's going to be, you know, different. Hey, there's a monolith right there. Not far from the outpost. So let's go ahead and drop a land here. And I wonder if AI, ship AI and stuff, because I mean, when I get here, there should already be ships landing here, but it seems like they wait until you get here before they land, which is weird. So, oops, grab that. Grab that, because why not? You know, I'm just gonna sell it. Do need that. Don't need to do that, so we won't click on that. But here we go. We got this interesting little hauler here. A little one right there. It's pretty cool. Neat color. That's going to change. You know, maybe we'll get some cool ship customization. I still would love to be able to build ships and multi-tools and put them out on a trade market. You know, have people buy them and stuff. That would be like, or like a blueprint, and they can take that blueprint and then they can assemble it. You know, that would be really sweet. But I doubt that's going to happen. Alright, 400 something iron, so we'll go ahead and grab that because that's a good amount there. Like I said, I'm in a wealthy system here, so we're going to buy these suckers out. Get all that I can get. Get this thamium as well. I don't need zinc because I got plenty of zinc. But yeah, all this is going to change. It's going to be pretty crazy, man. Very crazy. I don't know, man. It's just gonna be. I mean, look at the graphics now, and then after next, you'll be able to compare. You know, this video. I mean, even from the trailer, look at these old clouds. These are all going to change. I mean, there's no layer into that. They're just plastered up there still, and you don't really get anything off in the distance. They're not like on the horizon. They're just right above you, and that's it. It's just crazy how all this is going to change. See, we're on a crisp weather, typical common fauna, low security. Is that a gold node? Ooh, I need to go check that out. But yeah, I mean, it's just so going to be so different. I mean, the horizon, the space, the clouds, everything, all this is going to change come Tuesday. When Tuesday? We don't know. Tuesday night, midnight, Tuesday morning, we just don't know. Still a lot of questions still need to be answered, but it's all going to change. Wow, not much iron on this market here. That really sucks. Good thamium though. I'll take that. Hey, a Geek Charm. I need a Vortex Cube though. Still haven't found anybody selling Vortex Cubes. Kinda sucks. But now, I mean, this is just crazy, people. Look, it's all going to change, and these clouds are going to be different, and these ships, maybe these bases will be different. That would be cool, you know. I just don't know. Let's see. There's some life over there. Oh, that's gold. Yeah, that's gold. Hey, let's mine some gold and see what this sucker's worth. We're in a wealthy system, so let's get some gold. I like gold. Farm all this gold and sell it here, see if we get some good money out of it. But yeah, this is going to be crazy. Hello, Nixmaster. Invite you to a party. Yeah, sure. I guess, yeah, that's cool. There's my player ID. So crazy, all this is going to change here, huh? Isn't it? Man, this is going to be amazing. So yeah, send me an invite. Let's see, is it happening yet? Okay. Let's go back in here while we wait for that. Oh, there we go. I guess that's you. Alright, let's Alright, are you there? You're Nick's master? I hear you, man. Pretty crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I found someone today, like a person.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it was amazing.
So you ready for next, bud?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you think of that trailer?
Just interesting.
Yeah, it was short, but yeah, it was still a lot of neat stuff that to look forward to. That's for sure. I mean, those clouds.
Yeah, I saw it, the trailer, so I downloaded this game back, so.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's a lot different from launch. It definitely has changed from launch, and it's going to change even more.
Before you couldn't like summon your ship and stuff, I like that.
Yeah, and being able to, you can also own multiple ships when you have a freighter, which is cool. If they land into your freighter and you get that ship, that you can, get you more than one ship in. So that's pretty cool.
I have a question.
Sure.
I have seen literally everyone with that harvesting tool today. How do you get that?
The harvesting tool? What do you mean here?
Yes, I've seen everyone with that.
Oh, with this
How
type?
do you get it?
Let's see. You mean the which harvesting tool are you talking about? There's kind of a couple of them.
Have on right now.
Okay, this pistol, you just find it going to bases, visiting space stations. Not space stations, but yeah, when you just go to like random NPC bases that have the landing pad, they'll have a multi-tool. Sometimes you get it from an NPC when you talk to them in the space stations or on the land bases at the outposts on the planet outposts. They'll sometimes they'll offer you a multi-tool. It just depends. It's kind of random, but if you can ever find those land bases that have the landing pad, a little single landing pad, they'll always have a multi-tool in their base in the shelf thing, and it switches every now and then. Like if you leave the planet and maybe go to another planet or back to your home base and back again, sometimes it'll change the multi-tool. So if it doesn't have like a class S or A or whatever, you can come back later and it'll recycle it to a different multi-tool. Or you can just keep looking, going just hitting all the planets, checking all the question marks, and trying to find those bases.
I see a planetary outpost. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. When you scan, you'll get the outpost, mining operations center, or abandoned base. Normally, like I say, you just have to go into the planet and then fly around in the planet and just use your scanner to look for those question marks, and then head to those and just kind of look for them. It's a random thing. And then, like I said,
I came on and I started getting gold nodes.
Oh yeah, there's gold nodes on this planet, so I'm gonna see how much it sells for here.
What did you name it? Like, did you discover it, like, for tabs?
Yeah, this is I discovered this planet, first person discover it. Yes, I haven't. I usually don't name the custom planets because it's just too much time thinking. I'll just upload them. Yeah, but I name my star systems COTA, Cult of the Atlas, abbreviation Cyclomite Gaming, for right now. Let's see here.
Yeah, I like your channel. I mean, I just started watching.
Yeah, this is pre-next game now, because after Tuesday all of this is just going to change. It's just going to be crazy.
Oh, yeah, I was just watching a stream. You had 4 viewers too. This dude has 10 mil worth for like units.
Yeah, I got a billion right now.
A billion?
Yeah.
Dude, I only have 50,000.
I farm. I'll show you my farm base here in a second. Let me just unload some stuff here.
Of course, everyone has a base for me.
They're easy if you can find it by dropping that signal booster, and then you just search for a habitable base, and then it'll pop right up. And if you want to try to find if you can find a portal, then you can go from there and try to find a base close to a portal. But I wouldn't worry about a base right now, dude, because next Tuesday you'll be able to build a base anywhere. You only have to go and find these bases. You just build them anywhere you can find it. It's just so cool. They'll just be there. You can just anywhere on the planet, and you can own multiple bases. That's what I'm like excited for. You know, no more limited to just a certain amount of bases you get. You know, it's just going to be multiple. Let me loot these here, and
it'll be on mine, which is.
Yeah, you can just build anywhere on the planet, so you only have to search for the habitable base thing. You can just find you a portal, and then you can just build a base around it. You know, maybe we'll be able to build our own little portals, stargates, and stuff, or whatnot. So it's going to be interesting. Hey, Roughhouse Gaming. Let's see. He says, I wonder since they changed so much for next, if there will be a wipe or not. Yeah, that's what have been wondering as well. You know, will everything get wiped? Like all our saves will get wiped, and we'll have to start over. Will we have to pick a new, you know, the single player mode or a multiplayer mode, or will they keep our saves and maybe add in that multiplayer? When you log into the normal, you'll maybe it'll give you an option to, you know, choose your game mode for single player or multiplayer with your already previous game. Well, that's a good question and a good thing. We just don't know, but I would love to see where I can take my normal game, not have to lose it, and be able to choose and turn this into a multiplayer part. You know, be able to move it into a multiplayer instead of having to make a new save game and then create multiplayer option for that. Honestly, I think it should be a whole like an MMO where we shouldn't have choose multiplayer. It's just open world with everybody, like kind of it is now. When you find people who are the glowy dots, you know, it should just be like that, and then we can just hang out and group and do all sorts of weird stuff and whatnot. That would be cool. But you know, the co-op stuff, I don't know. I mean, we know we're going to get it, but we just don't know how exactly it's going to work, how's it going to affect our games, and that's going to be, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to wait for it.
I have another question.
Sure.
So, when you go to, I think it's stations, I don't know.
Yeah, this is a space station I'm heading to right here. Right here, this space station.
I'm not watching anymore. I'm watching this.
Oh, okay.
So, just never mind. It's telling me right now. You tell me how to get. You tell me how to get. Oh, what the heck? Cargo.
Oh, you got scanned. You're probably getting an enemy scan, aren't you?
Oh no! I went to cargo. Like in my inventory, I went to my inventory.
Oh yeah, you have on your inventory. You get expanded cargo now, so you can fill out your inventory with 48 slots, and then you can get an expanded. It has these expanded technologies. You know, you can put your and you can go to drop pods to get to add more space to these exosuit technology, where you can put in various things like your stamina enhancements, your jetpack, or your health modules. And the cargo will allow for it's like you can hold more items. It's like an overflow cargo for your inventory, and it stacks a lot more than it does in your inventory. And you can expand that by going to drop pods, and then you click on the cargo, then it'll tell you, you know, it'll show up right there, and you can just buy that, and it'll put a new space. But it doesn't go 48 slots in the cargo. It goes to here. Let me pull it up real quick again. Let me count it for you, because I'm maxed out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can get 25 slots on your exosuit capacity inventory. the high capacity, where general has 48 and technology has 12. And so you can have, that gives you a little more for leeway in your inventory space, and it gives you overflow. When you fill up your inventory, it'll flow into that extra cargo, and it stacks a lot more higher than your inventory. Kind of like how your spaceships will stack. You can put 10 stacks in your spaceship inventory. You can put 10 stacks or so 5 stacks more extra than your in your cargo than your inventory.
Oh, what the heck? What the heck was that?
What was what?
I went to the space station and all I heard was shots.
Oh, those are probably the freighters warping in. Well, it kind of sounds like a sonic boom, like a.
Yeah, it was like.
Yeah, that's a freighter. Those are freighters that are jumping into the system. They're warping into the system. Yeah, and like I said, you can buy. You can you see that little freighter icon. You can go to that ship and you can land in there and you can go up to the bridge. And if you've got the money, you can buy you a freighter. And if you wait a while, like 3 hours, and you get into a battle system where there's those big kind of like the Star Destroyer freighters, that look kind of like like a triangle, they're the bigger ones, and you can once you clear out the enemies, you can land in there and buy them, and they'll have more. They'll have like 32 slots to 34 inventory slots, and you can add warp reactors to your freighters. They already have a hyperdrive, and you can add extra warp reactors, and you can use them, and they'll warp further than your spaceship's maxed out with a warp reactor. So your spaceship, like an Explorer class spaceship, has you have all 3 warp reactors. You'll go about 1,500 light years max distance with your spaceship. Your freighter with all 3 warp reactors, you can go 2,350-ish light years distance travel. So you can travel further into the galaxy with your freighter and go further and which longer jumps than you can with your starship.
I have a question.
Sure. Go ahead. Ask all the way. Plutonium, you can get those from space stations. You can buy them at the space stations or from NPC ships and trade outposts or anything that has a galactic market or has a landing pad where ships land. You can buy a lot of them from space stations.
Really quick, I'm sorry. It's like really, like I need you to tell me one. It says bounty 100,000.
Okay, there's a ship that's in the system and he has a bounty, and you can go and kill him, and you'll get 100,000 units.
I have the starter ship.
Ooh, he might be tough for you then, buddy. Unless it says it's easy, it depends, because sometimes they are easy. As long as you can manage your shields and get him down, you can take it out.
Do you have any stars? Like, does it say stars on it?
I don't know that it tells you when it comes up like low threat, or something. I can never remember because I never pay attention. I just go for it.
It has 3 stars.
Yeah, they all have that. That's just the icon for where you can find it.
Oh, they're fast.
Yeah, they're gonna be faster than your starter ship. I probably wouldn't mess with that guy. He'll probably tear you up. Even if he is weak,
I can't even hit him.
Yeah, you're going to get killed.
Is there any way to lock on to him or something?
They fixed lock on where it's not like it was in a previous game. You just have to get your crosshairs, and it's pretty much crosshairs. And when you're close, your phaser will lock on for a little bit, but you gotta keep your target in their rectile center. Other than that, yeah, the whole auto lock-on has been removed to make it more challenging for space combat. Because before you could just go backwards and just have them fall, and you could just fire away and not even have to worry about aiming or anything. As long as you got first lock-on, then you can just fire away and it would always hit. Well, they took that away and made it more challenging, where you can upgrade your weapons, but they gave you more weapon choices to buy from the space station blueprint traders and all that, which you'll need nanites for those, as well as your faction gain on that. And there is more faction. You know, you need a level up faction with the Corvex, Viking, Gek to buy your blueprints. Corvex sell blueprints for your exosuit. Viking sell blueprints for your multi-tool, and Gek will sell blueprints for your starship. And you'll find them at the space stations.
So, are there big ones? Like, are there little ships and big ships, or?
Oh yeah. There's haulers that have like 48 slots. There's the little,
No,
you know.
no. Like ones that have to happen on.
Oh yeah, there's some badass bounties that are like they'll fuck you up.
Because I don't think I can even. Is there even a way to kill him?
Yes, you gotta be good. You gotta upgrade.
No, but I can't. No, I like can't even. Like, I'm trying to shoot him. It's not even possible. I can't.
Yeah, you're
shoot him.
in that starter ship. It's going to be very difficult in a starter ship. You have to upgrade to a better ship. You need to get your upgrades, your blueprints, shielding, and yeah, that's where the work comes in. You know, getting your base going, getting your missions done with your NPCs, buying a better ship, being able to get you like I would get a hauler because they have much more stronger shielding.
I don't know how to get that.
Well, you just land at any space station or anything where an NPC ship lands. You can go up to them and you can buy it from them if you've got the money. And it'll tell you the class of the ship and all that. You know, it'll tell you, hey, this is a hauler, this is a fighter, this is a shuttle, this is an explorer, and it'll give you the stats. You know, on maneuverability, shielding, hyperdrive, and all that, damage, etc. But people have said that your haulers are much more durable for fighting. Plus, they have more health points. So if your shielding goes, you got a lot more ability to take. You can take more damage, and then when you upgrade with all the shield blueprints, they pretty much hold up. I have no problems with easy mobs, you know. But when you get into some really hard mobs, yeah, then you're kind of looking at, okay, you know, I'm gonna have to.
Launch the rockets.
You have to use triangle to cycle to your rocket launcher, and then you can fire on them. You gotta use triangle to cycle your weapons from pulse cannons to phase beam to rocket launchers.
How do I shoot it?
Use your left bottom or right bottom trigger. What is that? Right 1 or right 2? Yes, right 1. Once you have it on once you switch to the rocket launcher, then you just fire it like you do your weapons. What happens when you die in space? You'll start at your last save point, and whatever was in your ship will probably be gone, as far as loot or any resources. But if you're about to die, you can just pause it and just reload your save and avoid that altogether.
I think I'm okay. Like, what do you?
If you have iron, you can keep your shields up by down a directional pad.
Can I go into the space station?
Yes, you can go in the space station while you're fighting. If you want to run away, you can run away into the space station or on a planet and land.
Bye.
And he'll leave you alone and he'll go away. So yeah, hurry to the space station and it'll disengage the combat. So yeah, you'll be safe there.
Wait, what are the? Can I use the shielding shards?
No, you cannot use shielding shards to recharge your ship shield. That's only for your exosuit hazard protection.
It says I can. Okay.
No, you can't. I've tried it. It doesn't work. At least I don't think it does.
It just recharges the whole thing though.
Yeah. Okay, mate. I don't know. I haven't tried yet. I just have a buttload of iron to charge my ship shields.
All right, let's try this again. Can you tell me how to fire this time, maybe?
Well, you have to fire with your fire button, which is your left. I mean, not your left, but your right one trigger. That fires your weapon. Or no, is it X? It might be X. Damn it, I forgot.
Oh yeah, that's why I couldn't shoot him.
Oh yeah, it's X. I'm sorry, it's X. X fires your weapons. And then when you use triangle to cycle your various weapon components, photon cannon, phase beam, rocket launcher, or whatever else you got loaded on your ship at the time, because you can add different type of variety of weapons. There's like cyclotron, ballista. There's a positron. I don't know what. There's many in rocket launchers and whatnot.
Hold on. Should I fight the freighter or no?
No, no, do not fight the freighter. They will destroy you. They've
Wait,
got.
Can I go up to it or no?
If the landing pad is blue, you can land on that freighter.
Yeah, it's blue.
Then you can go up and land on that freighter. You can land it, head in there. It's like going into the space station, and you'll be able to land in there, and you can walk around and do all sorts of stuff.
I'm here. Whoa.
And then you just kind of go up the stairs, and then you can go. Then follow where the little icon is for the bridge, and you'll go to the bridge, and you'll be all money.
Money.
Well, not money. I was just slang. You'll be good.
You were just slang.
Yeah, it's just you'll be good. You'll go up there. You'll see the captain, and you can talk to him if you want to buy the freighter, or if you or just whatever. Mostly you can just buy the freighter or whatnot.
What do you mean? Oh, I almost died.
Oh no, that's not good.
I went out, like I went right out of it, and all I see right when I go out, reinforced turret.
Oh yeah, because they have the turrets. Because if you shoot them, they'll shoot you back. Yeah, freighters have weapons turrets.
Oh, so if I don't shoot them.
Yeah, you're fine. If you didn't shoot them, you'll be fine.
No, with the bouncy, wait. You should have told me how to shoot my guns.
You gotta use the X button to fire your weapons.
I knew how to shoot it for a second, and then I just forgot. I was like, how do I shoot your gun? And you were like, I think it's triangle.
Well, triangle cycles your various weapon components.
You said that, and then you were like,
Then I forgot it's X because I'm not in combat. I kind of got sorry. I kind of misled you there.
Oh, there's another one. Oh, okay, it says mostly harmless.
Yeah, that's probably the same. That's probably the same guy, or maybe or another one showed up. But yeah, if it's mostly harmless, it's pretty easy. But in a starting ship, nothing is easy, even if it's mostly harmless with a starting ship.
The last one, I got that thing to like half health, and I only hit it like at least like 6 times.
Yeah, if it's mostly harmless, they're weak. They don't have a lot of shielding, and their weapons aren't upgraded, and so they won't do as much damage. Now, if it's a threat or very dangerous, then those suckers are going to be equipped to the bone, and they will be a major challenge to you. So, careful about those guys. Do what? Is he fighting you?
Well, that kind of hurts, you know. Do you not do that, maybe?
Oh. Yeah, if you don't bug them, they won't attack you. But if you're nearby, they may come after you because they are.
I thought you said the rockets locked on.
No, they do not lock on. I'm sorry, rockets do not lock on. You just have to get in range and get close with them and use them to get. You gotta be close to use those effective. That's why I never use rockets, because it's really hard to use those things. I go with phase beam. My system is I'm maxed out on phase beam.
What does that mean?
That means he knocked out your shield and he took out one of your health on your ship, and you need a down directional pad to bring up your ship menu, and your shield icon will come up. Then you hit.
It's kind of hard when I'm getting caught.
Yeah, you gotta get used to learning. You gotta learn. It's one of those things you gotta learn how to be able to reload your shields while doing all of that. It kind of takes core.
I don't know how.
Down directional will bring up your ship menu, and then you'll come. And it'll say shields, and you hit X to charge it, and then you select the resource you want to charge your shield with, and it'll come right up. And if you just if you have,
come on, boy, come back here. Where did he go?
If you're in combat, there will be a red directional arrow on your screen that shows you where they're at. When you're not facing them, it tells you which direction and where they're behind you.
My shield and now he's gone.
He's probably behind you somewhere. You should have a directional icon blinking on your screen that shows you where he's currently at, and you try to follow that, and he'll pop in your range unless he leaves you alone, which is usually once you engage combat, they usually stay on you until you destroy them or they destroy you.
I think I'm getting shot at. I just saw a red bullet fly past me.
Yeah, he's still on you. He's still on you. You gotta maneuver around to find him. It takes a little work to get used to the combat. You know, it's especially when you're on a starting ship. It's not going to be very maneuverable. It's going to be very hard to fight these guys.
He's trying to fight me.
Are
you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. You
Well, I'm like staying still and I'm not getting shot, so.
just wait a minute. It may happen. Like I said, if he left you alone.
Does the photon cannon last forever?
Photon cannons do not have to be recharged. Yes, I believe they still last forever. I think. Let me pop in my ship and check.
Oh my gosh, where are you? Where are you?
He's maneuvering around.
It just said found. Okay, hi. What's up? Oh, you're all the way over there? Why are you over there?
If he's away from you, then don't chase him. If he's not messing with you, I wouldn't mess with him.
I'm messing with him. I need $100,000. Ow! I just hit a meteor. Great.
Yeah, you can run into you can run into asteroids. They're not, you know, they'll do a little damage to your ship, and you'll collect the resources for them also. So it's kind of plus. And hey, Roughhouse Gaming, cool man. Got you an S-class fighter. That's nice, bro. I'm still rolling with a Class A fighter, but I like my hauler for my weapons. Now your photon cannon does not decrease, but it will overheat, so you got to be careful that you don't let it overheat, especially if you don't have cooling upgrades on it.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Yeah, once you
hit me, I can hit you.
Yeah, once you get the hang of it, it becomes a lot easier. And then when you can get your better ship, you know, get you the money, get you a better ship, and then you get your blueprints and you get the resources to make it, you'll be doing pretty good.
Oh, he's lasering me.
Oh yeah,
Ow!
those will hurt too, so watch out for those.
I don't care if I take critical damage.
Well, you kind of want to be careful because once those blocks disappear on your screen, your ship goes boom.
Oh, he's yellow. He's yellow. Oh, yes.
You're getting them. Keep going.
No, I'm overheating. No.
Cool. Pull off the weapon or switch to your phase beam or your rocket launcher. Let it cool down. Be careful. Like I said, you gotta kind of feather your weapons. You know, don't hold on to it steady.
I don't have any more iron.
Hit an asteroid.
And I think I have like one thing left. One like shifting left on the top left.
Yeah, you're getting close to getting wasted.
And I died.
And you're dead. As I said, the starters.
Wait, so all my stuff I got is gone? Wait, return to death location with a...
You should be able to fly back and pick it up. You should be like a graveyard. I haven't died because I don't die, so I don't really know anymore how that's changed.
Okay, how do I know if my stuff is...
You know, and when you go out, when you leave the space station or you go back out in space, it will show you a marker on your screen, a directional thing that tells you you fly to it.
Is there like a certain way to collect it?
You just fly to it and just run right over it, and it'll automatically collect it.
Oh, covering lost inventory. There we go.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna repair my rocket launcher. I don't have platinum.
Yeah, because when you die, components on your ship and stuff will get busted, and you'll have to fix it. And you'll have to go down to a planet and search for some plantinium and get the resources needed to repair it.
I need a lot more iron.
You can go down to a planet and you can mine it, or you can mine it from the asteroid fields up there. They'll give you iron and thamium in the asteroid fields. Or you can buy it from the NPC ships and from the trade outpost.
I need to switch to another universe. This universe is radioactive, like everything. What's going on?
That planet is radioactive. You need to go to a different planet.
What does temperate planet mean?
Temperate means it's probably not going to kill you. It's probably just a nice place, you know, to land on. I think. It's just a biome. It's just one of the various biomes. You know, you have
Huh?
temperate.
Huh?
It's probably a warm climate.
Help me, please.
I can't help you because it's not multiplayer.
No. Huh? No, please.
What's
Why? I'm dead. They saw I have nickels. Get away from me!
You must be in a very dangerous planetary system.
Why me? Can I go to a space station?
Yes, you can go to the space station. You can get away from him.
18 minutes away and I can't use my pulse engine. No!
Land back on the planet if it's nearby.
Okay, there's a planet nearby, 2 hours away.
Nope, that's not it.
Well, like, I can see the red thing going everywhere on my screen. Oh, no, I cannot let them get. I'm just gonna go in circles. I'm gonna go in circles. Can't hit me. Can't hit me.
They're gonna hit you.
What the heck is that?
They're gonna hit you.
There's a freighter attacking me?
Yep, you must have actually shot it. You are in some serious trouble, boy.
I think I'm okay.
If you get away from him, if you get out of range, he won't be able to hit you. But if you get close to him, they will shoot at
Okay,
you.
the red stuff went away. I think I'm good. Yeah, I can use my pulse engine.
Then you need to get away, but you need iron to fuel your pulse engines, though. So it's kind of catch-22.
Okay, now I need to go to the temperate planet without dying. I'll ride through it in 7 seconds.
Okay, that's good.
There, now I won't die.
Now just land on the planet and they'll disengage from you.
It looks like it's cold, I think.
When you jump out of your ship, it'll go into like widescreen mode, and it'll tell you on the bottom left corner what type of planet it is, how much, what kind of if it's life or not. You know, if it has common life, if it's a lot of flora, fauna, etc. You know, is it cold, hot, normal, beautiful, etc. type of planet. Also, if you wanted,
Can I land on ice?
yes, you can land on the ground. It's ice, whatever. It'll tell you if you can land or not when you hit the square button to land.
Well, I don't know if I want to land on ice. I don't want my stuff. This whole thing is ice. Basically.
It won't hurt you. It won't hurt you. I mean, it'll. Yeah, it won't hurt you when you land. It'll just your thermal protection will slowly go down, but you'll be fine. Just jump back in your ship and you can warm right back up. You know, just go around and harvest some rocks or whatnot. Just don't make the Sentinels too angry, and you'll be fine.
Whoa, what the heck? I think this is like a plutonium parasite.
If you can check again by hitting your scanner button, which is your left one, and just paint the sky, and it'll bring up the planet information if you're if you forget what it is.
It says resources typical.
Yeah, it has typical resources, meaning just the standard type of resources there. Okay.
Oh, really? That's all. That's a lot of plutonium. That's
What?
like at least like 900.
Plutonium's life. Plutonium and thanium's life. You need it.
Yes, now I can make an electron vapor. And now I need to make antimatter. Oh, why is this game so hard?
Because you haven't played in a long time, and it takes a little while to learn the ropes, like pretty much all other games. But you will get the hang of it. You will learn. There's a lot of tutorial guides out there on YouTube that show you stuff, how to do stuff.
What does PT mean?
PT. It's probably the you mean the Plantinium? It's probably just abbreviation for Plantinium. I'm not sure in the context.
Or is it like silver?
Do what now?
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard to know what you're doing because I can't see what you're doing, so it's kind of hard for me to kind of figure out sometimes what's going on.
Oh shit! Oh! Oh, treasure chest!
Is it green?
It's white.
Okay, that's a health module. That'll increase when you have low health. That restores your health.
Power canister.
Yellows are yeah, those are good for up in your life support system. If your life support system starts running low, you can use that power canister to increase recharge your life support system. Shielding shards, shielding other stuff, those will help your thermal protection or your environment protection. If you're on a hot planet, cold planet, toxic planet, whatever, the other bar above your health, your life support, when that goes down, you can use that to recharge. Anything that's yellow will recharge your shields or your ship shields or your hazard protections.
I kind of lost my ship. I don't know where it went.
There's an icon that shows your ship. It's white and it has
I see. It's
yeah.
like 20. Yeah, that's just what I wanted to see. What the heck? Is this mineable? Is everything mineable in the game?
Just about everything is, yes. Almost pretty much everything is mineable, except for, if you have
like a huge red rock and has no idea.
That has, if you put your target cursor over it, it'll tell you what it is, and it can be mineable. Some stuff that you need, copper, yes, you can mine that. Though some resources will require an extra a thing on your multi-tool. Let me pull it up here. Where is it? Let me find it here. I have it. Okay, a advanced mining laser. Some resources like titanium, chrysonite, you'll require an advanced mining laser blueprint attachment on your multi-tool. Those you get from doing missions from your from the NPC base quest givers. You have to get a base, build some rooms, build a terminal, and then you get an NPC to man that terminal, and then you talk to that NPC, and he'll give you missions, and when you complete his missions, he'll give you blueprints for whatever they're doing. And for the weapon terminal, you get an advanced mining laser, which will allow you to mine titanium or chrysonite. But you can also buy those from the space stations and from NPCs, ships, and trade outposts, or any galactic market. So you don't really need advanced mining laser for those. You can just, if you can make money, you can buy those from the trade outpost and NPC spaceships. They always carry that stuff.
So many animals.
Yes, that's a lot of. Some of them will attack you, so be careful.
Why did you say that? Why? Why?
Because some are hostile and they will attack you.
Why do you have to say that? Why do you have to jinx it? Why? Please. At literally the exact time you say that, I get hit.
Just kill him, you'll be fine. Don't worry, the Sin will kind of look at you for a minute or two, then he'll go on his merry way.
Can you hide in the car?
You can hide in your ship.
That thing is like a jumping thing. I don't like that. I really don't like that thing.
When you get, yeah, you can kill it. Shoot it with your mining laser or your bolt caster. Well, yeah, use your gun. Shoot at him. You'll get some Mordite from him.
Why is he not attacking me?
Because you're shooting at him, and he's probably, or you're outside of where he's at. There's, they have like a territorial thing. If you get out of their territory, they won't follow you forever. They have a certain pattern area that they stay within, and so they won't mess with you once you get out of that range.
That was really quick. Like he was just like sitting there, and I started hitting him, and he just acted like he didn't care.
Yeah, you can kill them and then scan them and get your creature scans. Because that's a milestone where you scan all species on a planet, and then you upload that, and it gives you you get money for that. Also, you can get money from scanning creatures and plants. scan all the plants and creatures, and they'll give you money. That's another good way of getting money. As well as finding any resource nodes, harvesting those, and then selling those at the space station or at a trade outpost. You'll get money for that. You know, I won't even mess with fighting pirates and stuff like that. You can get easy money from mining resources like copper, gold, iridium, you know, that stuff. Scan all the plants and rocks. That gives you money. And when you get a better multi-tool and you upgrade your scanner, you'll get more money for what you scan and whatnot.
A sentinel? A sentinel?
If the sentinels are low security or passive, they won't. Yeah, you're fine. He's just you can't mine too much because they get mad at you and they'll kind of come at you and they'll have a blue light. You're okay. If that light turns red, kill it or run away.
How much health is that?
Because if they go red, they'll start. Because if you do too much scanning mining on rocks and plants and trees or kill too many animals, they will get upset at you and then they'll start attacking you. But if you're mining from like those gold towers or those iridium towers, they won't mess with you at all. It's just rocks and plants and creatures and plutonium. They'll get you. Yeah, find those blue tower, the iridiums, those big blue rocks, those big blue rocks formations. Those are iridium, and you can mine those all to your heart's content, and the sentinels will not bother you.
I'm gonna go somewhere else so I don't get attacked by like 1 million billion things.
There are peaceful systems, but every now and then, sometimes they will find you. But yeah, but those are you have to have a hyperdrive to travel to different systems.
50 iron and 25 plutonium. Are you?
Yeah, getting resources can, you know, it's a little bit of a chore, but
it makes you a little mad.
Yeah, but once you get the hang of it, like I said, stick with it, and it'll become easy peasy. Just because you haven't played in a long time, and it's all new game from when it launched 2 years ago. It's been really updated since then. A lot of stuff has been changed, but you'll be okay. Just take it easy. Like I said, there's plenty of guides on YouTube. You know, you can search No Man's Sky starting guides, and I'm sure 100 videos will pop up with how to start. You know, a lot of these guys, YouTubers, make these videos, or on Mixer. If you watch Mixer, I don't know. There's people are leaving YouTube for Mixer or Twitch nowadays, so it's hard to tell. I'd go YouTube because I just stream it off my PlayStation, and I'm basic and lazy. I'm not a pro streamer. I'm just an old dude that's just playing video games and decided to stream it off his PlayStation 4. I'm 46, so yeah, I'm old. I'm one of those original Gen Xers, you know, the guys who played the Atari back in the 80s and the Nintendos, the first Nintendos and all that. Yeah. I'm the old schooler.
That's like 120. Are you 120?
No. It seems like it, but I'm not. I'm just over the hill. I'm just in my 40s. All right, Rough House. Rough House Gaming said he's 46 as well. Yeah, we're old school Gen Xers that were the first gen, you know, video gamers. We saw Star Wars when it first came out in 1977 and all that. Holy crap, look at this flying creature.
Does it tell you exactly where? Because it does tell you where the iridium is?
Yeah, because that's your beginning quest. That kind of helps you learn the game. And it'll tell you, it'll show you where the closest iridium deposit that they have marked on your map, or whatever deposit that you're getting.
It's under the ground. Or it's on a different planet. I can't tell. It says out of range.
If you put your cursor rectile over that icon, it should tell you if it's off planet or how long it'll take for you to reach it.
I'm putting it right over it. It's not saying anything. Should I go into space for a second?
Maybe. It should say like how long it would take for you to reach it. That's what it should say. But
everything says out of range.
Then that's weird.
Something?
No, I don't know. It should say either 20, 30 minutes, an hour, or it should say off planet. When you just move your cursor over the icon that's on your screen. Since I can't see your screen, I don't know exactly what's going on, so it's kind of a little...
Yeah, I'm right next to it, and it says out of range.
Well, if you're right next... I mean, is it a blue column?
What?
If you're next to it, is it a blue rock structure, like a towering rock thing of blue or something, or is it? I don't know. I can't tell because I can't see your game.
Is
so
it Meryl Iridium or something?
What now?
It's a Meryl Iridium.
No, Iridium is a resource and it's blue.
Are you serious? I just did the signal booster and it brought me to a Meryl.
I'm not getting it. I'm not understanding what it's doing, so I'm kind of confused on that one as well. That doesn't sound familiar to me. I don't know what's happening there. That doesn't sound like something.
Get out. Let's figure out what the heck is happening.
I got
Let me
these.
see, because there's another thing right next to it. Maybe that's Iridium. No, that's not Iridium. A Meryl. I don't need a Meryl. I need Iridium.
Oh, Emerald.
Wow.
Emerald. Okay, Emerald. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's not Iridium.
Well, I went to the thing. I did resource deposit, and it broke.
Yeah, it just randomly selects your resource. It won't give you now. Normally, the quest giver should give you a point for Iridium, but I think I think you're beyond that now. So when you're
I'm
doing,
on a quest right now. Use a signal booster to find Iridium.
then it should send you to Iridium. That's weird. Well, maybe you're mistaken that or something. I don't know. I can't see what's going on, so I can't direct you. So it's hard for me to help you with that one. I'm sorry. But you don't have to go to that one. If you can see anything that has blue, like bright blue, and that's Iridium. So if there's anything bright blue in a rock formation that's sticking up in the air, that'll be Iridium. You can just go to it and you'll mine it and you'll be fine. You don't have to go to that exact spot where the quest is telling you. It's just kind of helping you along. But Iridium is this dark blue or a bright blue rock, and when you get close to it and you put your cursor over it, it'll say Iridium in blue colors.
Should I just go to a different planet?
You can try that. You can do that as well. Like I said, the Iridium usually are these big rock formations that stick up in the air. They're just like, I don't know if you ever seen like the.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did something. I had to. Oh wow! I have to go to a planet with Iridium on it.
Yes, most planets have Iridium on it, but there may be a couple that don't. I think that all planets do have Iridium on it, but
That one didn't. The one I was just on.
Yeah, I think there's maybe one or two that don't. You may have been on a moon that didn't have Iridium on it. There's a chance it may not. I can't remember if I came across a planet that did or did not. That's kind of, like I said, I'm so far advanced, I'm beyond all that, so.
A Meryl was worth 30,000? Oh my.
Like I said, you can harvest that stuff and sell it. Well, it's only worth that's the base price, but certain star systems will buy or sell at a lower rate. If it's a bad star system, they won't buy it at 30,000. They may buy it at 20,000 or 15,000 per unit. So keep that in mind, or 3,000 or whatever. And if you're in a wealthy system, they will buy higher than that. They may buy it for 60,000 a unit. So but when you see it on your inventory, that's just giving you the base price at a 0%. But different systems will buy and sell at different market values. Some will buy it at a higher price, some will buy it at a lower price. That's just a base price that gives you, you know, that you can know, hey, if this is worth 30,000 and I go to a galactic terminal or I go to a spaceship and I'm selling it and he's only offering, you know, 15 per unit, I may not want to sell that to that guy. I can probably do better, you know.
Hold up. What? Oh no. Oh no. What does gender alpha mean?
Get what?
What does gender alpha mean?
Gender, I'm not understanding again. Say that again.
It says gender alpha.
Are you scanning something like at a creature or something?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, it's probably just telling you the gender of the creature, male or female, or something. Let me see. Let me look at a creature here.
Iron on this planet?
Iron will come out of rocks. I'm getting killed.
There are no rocks. There's only mushrooms.
Okay. You're on a toxic planet. That's for sure.
It's a person.
Oh, yeah, you'll see some crazy creatures, some walking little weird things.
No, a person, like a real person.
Oh, you mean like a blue dot, like a blue
Yes.
a blue spear?
Yes.
Oh, then yeah, that's a person then.
That's like the third time I found a person today.
Wow, you're
Like,
lucky.
not even lying.
You're lucky. Only time I've been close to any other players is when I went to the what we call the Portal Glyph farm hub. There's this planet where when you get your first 2 portal glyphs, you can put those in a certain sequence, and these people have all the markers for all the portal glyphs, so you can get all 16, and that's where usually a lot of players will go to. But wow, you're pretty lucky, and just running into random people.
Really?
Yeah. You should be able to talk to them if we weren't in a private chat. You should be able to talk to them.
Oh no! Oh no! Help me! Help me! Help me! Can I get in my starship and
Yes,
run?
get in your start. If you're in trouble, get in your starship and run away.
Bye! Bye! I need launch thrusters! There! I'm out! Sentinel! Ah!
Yeah, you might want to get up and launch and move out of the way, and they'll
Can I stay on the
deactivate.
planet or no?
Yeah, you can fly. Just fly to a different location. Just get up and fly about a few hundred miles or a few feet or whatever, and then land again, and you'll be fine.
Just destroy drones before they alert others.
Yeah, just get up and fly away. Once you run, you can run from sentinels when they're aggro on you, and you can get away from it, and they'll deactivate. Once you get
Can I just stay on the planet?
Yes, you just fly in the atmosphere. Just go to a different location and then land, and it'll deactivate, and you'll be fine.
Oh wait, no. Oh, it's back again. So I should just get off the planet.
No, just travel a little bit more distance. Or go up in space and come back down, and you'll be fine.
You say so, I'm going back down. Ah! Please don't want to fight.
Now, unless you're on a high security planet where the sentinels are aggro, then they'll always attack you. But if they're
No, I just started destroying them. I didn't know the sentinels.
yeah, when you attack sentinels, it's like attacking the police in GTA 5 or GTA.
I didn't attack the sentinel. I was attacking the sentinel.
Yeah, if you kill too many creatures, they get mad at you. If you harvest too many resources at one time, they get angry at you. You gotta space it out.
No, I was mining them.
Yeah, if you mine resources too much, they'll get mad, and because you're destroying their environment, and they protect the environment. You got to be careful about doing that. You got to pace it out. If they come after you and they're kind of blue, stop what you're doing for about a minute. Let them go away, then you can go back to it. But if you keep going on, they'll get mad and attack you. So you got to watch how you harvest stuff.
How do you know what plants? There's certain plants that just jump out of you and like.
Oh yeah, those are lasher plants. Those are lasher plants. Be careful of those. You'll kind of know what those are because they're usually curled up in a ball, diagonal or horizontal.
I get hit by them all the time.
Yeah, we all do. Don't worry about it. You just kill it. You can just shoot it.
Well, the Sentinel mine, I just destroyed it, like right in front of him, and now he's scanning.
Just let him scan for a minute. Just let him do his thing. Then he's gonna look at you. Just don't shoot your laser or anything, and you'll be fine.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, he's looking at you. He's blue. His color's blue. It's kind of a warning. He's like, hey, I see what you're doing. Cut it out for a bit.
Does it matter if I put down a signal booster like in front of me?
Yeah, he won't mind. He won't. That won't bother him. You can use that signal booster. Look for a habitable base, and then it'll.
I want to. Wait, can you look up everything, or you can only look up one thing?
You only can look. Well, you can look up whatever the menu gives you, and the signal booster should give you a habitable base.
Oh yeah, but after can you?
Yes, then you can. Yeah. When after you click that, then you can go to. You can keep doing that over and over until it gives you all the habitable bases, and it'll just repeat.
Planet base.
Yeah, that's where you can. You need to go there and just go ahead and claim that base and make that your home base, and you can. That's what you need to do.
How do I know what resource it is?
Well, it won't tell. It's just random resources when you use the resource part. You don't get to choose the resource.
What if I keep clicking?
Then it should give you, I don't know what, it'll give you whatever resources are in the area. So if it's the same resource, it'll probably just give you the same one over and over. But you should get you a base claimed. Yeah, if there's multiple locations around you, it'll give you those until it runs out of that range, and then it'll just keep giving you the same ones over and over. But yeah, there'll probably be 3 or 4 different locations they'll give you, and then that'll be it. But you should.
Can you see the signal booster on the map?
No. Well, if you leave that spot, you won't be able to find it unless you leave a waypoint marker beacon thingy. I don't know if you probably don't have that because that comes from a mission terminal from your home base.
A knowledge stone?
Those will give you language. Click on that and not triangle that, and that will give you language for the race of that system. Gek, Korvax, or Viking. It helps you with learning alien languages.
I don't think I should have done this. You know why?
Why?
There's literally Iridium right behind me. I didn't
Yeah, that happens.
Wow, this game is so stupid. Should I use the power canister?
That's I'm on a bad planet. Power canisters to raise your life support. If your life support is below 50 or 25%, yes, use it.
Yeah, mine was like 15.
Yeah, go ahead and use your power canister. And something just attacked me. Yeah, it'll recharge your life support and it'll keep you alive.
Look like you can summon your ship.
Yes, you can summon your ship. If you're far away from it, you can use that to summon your ship to you, as long as you got plutonium in the fuel reserves.
Oh, another knowledge stone.
Yeah, there's usually about 3 or 4 that are grouped together when you find those, and they'll give you a language for the alien race for that system. And I'm on a planet with aggressive sentinels, and I need to get off this planet. I don't want to mess with sentinels. There's too much of a hassle.
What is docile mean?
That means peaceful. It won't attack you.
Like at all, even if I hit it?
Yeah, unless you shoot at it, then as long as you leave it alone, it'll leave you alone. No, if you're at the Iridium node will be fine. You can mine that as much as you want, and the sentinels won't attack you. They only attack you if you kill animals, or if you're mining too much of the rocks on the planet, or trees, or plutonium, like that. But those Iridium nodes, Emerald nodes, Gold nodes, the big towering column stuff, they don't care if you mine that at all.
Wow! I thought you were friendly. On a different planet, you look like the same thing. You're friendly.
Yeah, they may look the same, but they may not be friendly if it's on a different planet.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me, Sentinel. It's just a little body. Nothing to be here. So if I, okay, yep, what's up, Blue? How are you? So
Yeah.
if I just attack you, look, I'm mining iridium. You don't care.
He shouldn't be bothering you, so you must hit something else, or I don't know. I can't tell because I'm not, like I said, I can't see what you're doing,
If
so I
an
don't know.
animal is attacking you and I start killing you.
Yeah, once you kill an animal, the Sentinel's going to come over there. He's going to scan that animal. Then he's the dead carcass. Then he's going to look at you like, "Why'd you do that?" And then just don't do anything. Then he'll go on his merry way. But if you keep attacking more animals, then yeah, 2 or 3, then they get mad. Even if the animal is aggressive, you gotta be aware of those aggressive animals because they're a trap.
I'm mining as much iridium as I can.
Definitely get enough for wherever you need it for your wherever the quest is.
500.
And what do you need it for again? Remind me. What's it want you to do?
It says I need it for. Hold up, let me transfer.
I think it's for fuel, right? Okay, yeah. When you pull up that antimatter recipe, if you have it in there, it'll tell you, how much you need. I think it's like 100. Let me check here.
Oh, so antimatter. I'm still a little confused. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you need
50.
50. Yeah, you need 50 iridium for just one antimatter, 20 zinc, and then 1 electron vapor. And that will. And that will craft your antimatter. Then you use that antimatter to make warp fuel cell. And then oh yeah, warp cells, but I'm sorry, it's warp cells. But it's a fuel for your your hyperdrive. And that will power your hyperdrive, and then you'll be able to hyperdrive to another star system. Close by, because you're in a starter ship. And you'll need Thamium 9 for your for the warp cell.
I see that. But it's easy to get that. Go in space, you destroy like a couple of rocks.
Yeah, you can get some rocks from the asteroid belts. You'll find them in planets that you just harvest off like a plant, like you pick it off the ground and whatnot.
Are there any ships with better like launch thrusters?
All launch thrusters are the same. It always requires plutonium, and it always uses 25% plutonium to launch off the planet. Now, if you're on a landing pad, it won't use any of that plutonium when you launch. If you land on a landing pad, yeah, okay. So yeah, no. But there are ships that might have like pulse jet boost. That gives you your maneuverability or your pulse jets. So like you have your pulse engine. So if you get a pulse jet Sigma or a pulse jet Tau, that will give your ship a better maneuverability.
I just found like it says for should I okay, I don't know if I should, ow! That actually really hurt.
Yeah, they'll hurt.
No, I landed on like a tree on accident and it hurt so bad.
Yeah, if you fall too high, you'll take you can take falling damage if you're too high off the ground.
No, I was on the ship and it hit like the ship.
Oh yeah, if you're in your ship and you hit trees or rocks or the ground, yeah, it'll damage your ship. Because they give you that low flight. You have now low ground flighting, so you can fly low to the ground, and yeah, you can literally fly into trees and rocks and mountains in the ground. So kind of be careful about that one.
Oh, I can turn on the light.
Yes, and when it gets dark, you do have a light that you can turn on using the down directional pad and left or right on the directional to select it. And once you have it in your middle highlighted, hit X and it'll turn it on.
Oh, and then sell stuff from your inventory. Yes, I would like to sell all my air mail, please. And then I can sell. What do you need copper for?
You'll need those for various blueprints to build certain, schematics for your like multi-tool, your ship, weapons, and whatever. But you can always find those everywhere. They're always on a planet somewhere in the star system or whatnot. Once you get the recipe that needs it, but it's kind of good to kind of save up. But since you have low inventory, I would just sell that and get you some money because you need to increase your inventory space and you need to get a better ship. And you also need to get your hyperdrive blueprint as well, so that helps too.
Hyperdrive, I already have the hyperdrive.
Okay, well, there's a blueprint you usually get, so when you get a ship that doesn't have it, well, most ships will have a hyperdrive, so yeah, you should be fine.
I have, right now I have 67K. You said you have how much?
1 billion.
How is that possible?
Because I have a base, and I created and I farmed liquid explosives, and I have a lot of blueprint stuff, so I can farm, and then I sell it.
And then sell it?
I sell it. I create.
Hold on. I looked up the base in space, and now I can't find it. Like, it was there. Does it not stay there, like, forever?
Usually the waypoint should stay in there. Maybe it's on the different planet or something. It depends on where you're at. Hold on here. I'm in a combat.
It said in space.
Well, it's off-world, so it's probably on another planet. Hold on, I'm in combat right now, so give me a second here. I'm kind of got attacked here, so I got to fight here.
And what?
I got scanned. Hostiles.
Oh.
I got 2 ships on me. Okay. Where are you? There you are.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Go ahead. I should be fine. These guys aren't too.
What rocks give Thanium?
When you mine rocks, they'll randomly give you Thamium most of the time. It's hard. You can't tell which ones will give it to you or not. You know, you just have to. It's just a random thing. You just have to shoot at them, and it'll give it to you. You just don't know which exactly one it is. You just have to shoot and see. But your Thamium is best to buy from NPC ships that at a trade outpost. If you can find a trade outpost on a planet, that you can, and the ships that land at that landing pad, you can buy Thamium from those ships. Or you just scan it and look for it on the ground and pick off the plants. Alright, those ships are destroyed. Now let's back to...
I just need like 30 more Thamium, and I'm good.
Yeah, do a scan and look for the red TH icon, and that'll be the Thamium 9, and just head to that.
I did a scan in space, nothing.
Well, you have to be on the planet to do. I'm sorry, you have to use your multi-tool scan. You have to land on the planet.
I'm getting it from rocks.
Yeah, the asteroids will give you, but you don't know which ones it will. It's just the small rocks will give you iron or Thamium. And then you have those big asteroids, the big long potato looking things. Those will be like emerald, copper, nickel, whatever.
This freighter's just scared the living like daylight out of me.
Yeah, when they jump in, you're like, whoa, that's why I always turn my volume down. That's pretty cool because it lets you know, hey, some freighters blew in. And you can land on, if you can land in those freighters, the other ships will land in those freighters, and you can buy Thamium from them as well. That's where I usually get most of my Thamium. I'll park my freighter in a system, and I just kind of wait for them to land, and then I just buy it from them. Especially if I'm in a wealthy system, the wealthier the system, the more resources the NPCs will carry on them. Like 100 to 200 to 400 units, you know. The galactic terminals will have like plutonium and titanium and zinc. They'll carry up to like 4,000 units, you know, max on them when it's a wealthy system. If it's a poor system, it'll be like low to like, you know, almost minimal, like 100 to 1,000 units on them.
I need just a little more Thamium. Come on, game. You can't give me like, okay, thank you. All right, now should I make the thing, the cell or whatever, and just go, or like?
Yeah, that's part of your. Yes, yes. Yes, if you want to go to a different system, unless you want to make that your home system, yeah, you can just fuel up your hyperdrive and go.
Do they start if I build a warp cell right now, because I want to explore the rest of the planets? If I make one right now, will things start trying to kill me?
If you but things will try and kill you anyway if they scan you, because they'll find something on you that's valuable, worth attacking, whether it's a warp cell or just iron. Most of the time, sometimes, usually it does. I don't know, but yeah, it's I would I mean, if you want to wait, then wait. That's that's going to be up to you on that one. But your quest is going to tell you to make that warp cell and to warp to a different system to give your progression on your tutorial and on your learning quest.
Well, yeah, but I need to get one more like planet, because I want to explore all the planets in here before I go, so I get all the units.
Yes.
I need to explore one more.
Yeah, you need to land on one more and to claim it. And if it says undiscovered, how many depends on how many planets are in that system and how many you've got on your chart. If you go into your options and go in your discoveries, and you highlight over the systems that you're in, it'll tell you how many planets. Like the one I'm in, it has 4 planets with 2 moons, and I've gotten all 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've discovered every planet in this system, so I can upload it and get money. And I got 12,000 units out of that.
No, I haven't. I need to go to 2 more places after them.
Yeah,
I need to go to a freezing planet and a. So I just need to go into them. Like that's it.
You have to land on them and leave your spaceship to claim discovery.
What?
And what?
Launch thrusters.
Your pulse jets are your left 1 and 2 at the same time. I mean, not left 1 and 2, left 2 and right 2 at the same time.
I don't know if I want to fight that again.
Yeah, that's.
No. The game is saying, 100,000 bounty.
Okay, yeah, another bounty showed up. Yeah, I wouldn't fight him. Don't fight him. Just fly away from him. Don't chase him down. Don't get near him, and you should just mosey on the way.
It's telling me where his ship is. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it'll tell you where the ship is. It'll give you that little white 3 circle icon.
Why are you attacking me? I didn't touch you.
Because he's an evil person and he hates your faction because you're friendly with the people in that system. So he's going to.
Nice.
Yeah, they will. If you're close by, they will attack you or they'll hunt you down.
It's an attack.
You got to get away.
And I can't pulse jump. Right. Yeah, I see him on the map. Great. I don't care. Why can I not? Can you leave me alone?
Yeah, they become a pain, and you're probably in a high.
So there's no way to get away from them.
If you can land somewhere that's close by, yes. If there's a planet nearby you that you can go back down on, yes. If there's a freighter nearby, yes. If there's a space station nearby, yes. But it does suck that they won't let you pulse jet away from it, and you should be able to pulse jet away from them. Hopefully, maybe that changes.
I'm just going in circles so they can't hit me. Can't hit me, mate.
Yeah, that's just going to delay the inevitable.
So I shouldn't go in circles?
Yeah, sooner or later, yeah. I mean, you can go in circles, but then you're not going to get anywhere. I mean, maybe you could if you kind of do it right, like a spiral down somewhere.
I can use my pulse engine now? Why?
Because you're far enough away from him. That's probably why. Because there's like a certain range. So I think if you can get out of their range and get a little away from him from the distance.
I'm trying to go to a planet, and this dude is like real thirsty. Dude is actually thirsty.
Your dude or the dude attacking you?
No, the dude that's attacking me is thirsty, man.
Yeah, yeah. He wants your loot. He wants you dead. He's an evil person.
He's absolutely thirsty for my loot.
Yeah, that's why he has a bounty, because he's a troublemaker.
He needs to relax.
Yeah, they won't do that. Trust me. Wait till you run into a space battle, and you got like 26 ships on you.
I'll be gone. I'll be gone by then. Like I'll be like out. Like
yeah. Well, if you ever enter the system and there's a space battle going on, and you don't want to mess with it, just if you don't engage in any of the ships that are attacking the freighters, you'll be fine. They won't attack you, but as soon as you attack one of them, then they're all on you. But yeah, when you get subspace scan or bounty hunters show up, then they'll come after you.
If it says unmasked, you can go to it. Like it's not discovered.
Yeah. Undiscovered means you haven't discovered it yet.
So unmasked is...
Yeah.
It's a freezing planet though, so I'm just gonna get out for a second and out.
And get back in your ship, yeah.
Yeah. And I have exactly 50 fuel, and I have like about 500 plutonium.
Yeah, refuel that thing.
I think I'll be fine. And it takes 25 to launch, so...
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yes! Oh my gosh! I literally landed next to Iridium and, that really rare resource.
Cool.
Oh, that's nice. That's actually amazing. Oh wait. There's the Iridium. Okay, where's the other resource that I just saw? There's the Iridium. Let me go up a little bit.
So let's see, what do I want to do? Do I want to go to my freighter, or do I want to go back to my base?
It's not. Oh, never mind. But I still found Iridium. So, ow! I keep like going to the ground to land, and it's boosting me up. It's annoying.
Well, all you gotta do is because you were like hitting the ground, you just don't have to get like on the ground to land. You just use your square, and if you're not, as long as you're not too high, it'll automatically land you. Unless it tells you the landing zone's not clear, then just kind of move around to you and hitting square until you get a landing zone that is clear. Then your ship will automatically land.
I'm gonna sell so much Iridium.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because you always can get more of it, but there's one point where you want to stock up on that, because once you start traveling and stuff, you're going to need that for your warp fuel. You know, to build antimatter,
how do I upgrade my inventory?
You have to look for a drop pod. Your signal booster should have said drop pod. That's where you go. That's where you go to those drop pods, and you go in there and you upgrade your inventory, but it'll cost credits to do that.
Like units?
Yes, units. I'm sorry. I play other games. I'm so used to you saying credits and stuff. I always forget that.
Trove has credits.
Yeah, I play an old Star Wars Galaxy game. It's an emulator of an old Star Wars game that's dead, an MMO, and we use credits.
You should play Trove, man. I think you'd like it, probably. I mean, actually, I don't know.
I don't have much time because I have to work and stuff, and then eat, and then sleep. So I have barely enough time to play No Man's Sky sometimes.
Where do you work, like, if you don't mind?
I do warehouse work for a special education publisher.
Ooh, so you're a secret agent.
No, we're just special education, you know, like autism and mental disabilities and gifted students.
Yeah, I know what it means. Basically.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanium 9, should I use it to redo my mining vein, or keep it for my life report?
To recharge your mining weapon, I always use carbon, because you can get carbon from plants and from the space station, galactic markets, and all that. I use plutonium to fuel my launch thrusters, and I always save my Thamium 9 for warp fuel, because you will need your Thamium 9 to make those warp cells.
I can make another warp cell right now.
So you can do that, and then you can then put that into your hyperdrive, and you'll be fine. And then you can hyperdrive.
Oh, did I even make the warp cell? Oh no, I didn't even make it.
Now, also with player bases, they have a teleport in them. So, but you have to warp 2 or 3 times to new systems to activate that teleport. But you can always return to your base from a system space station with that teleport. So that's why it's good to have a player have your own personal base, because you can always travel back to it from no matter what system you're at, and you can go back and forth between that from that system and your home base. That's why I'm always like, you know, when you can get a habitable base, get your home base set up and going, because then it's a very helpful thing. You get missions from it. You can you do a lot of stuff with that. You can build it, then you can harvest crops and stuff. You can do farming plots, and you learn from that, and as well as be able to have a safe place to go to. And then when you're in systems, you can always go back to it no matter where you're at in the galaxy. You can always go back to your home base no matter where you are, because every space station has a teleport system that you can use to go back to your home base and then go back to that space station.
What region are you in right now?
I'm in... let me see here. Where am I at? Not telling me on my thingy. I have to go up in space and look real quick. So give me a second here, and I'll tell you. I'm at the outer edge region. I'm like 700,000 light years from the galactic core.
Who knows? I could be next to you.
Probably not. That's kind of hard to tell. I have a portal map. I have my own.
This is kind of confusing, like trying to go through the systems and trying to figure out how this works.
Yeah, it's daunting at first, but then, because like I said, you could be on the other side of the galaxy for all we know. It's really hard to tell, usually.
Tell me, should I go to the G6P or the G2PF?
Right now, it just doesn't matter. Just go over to the closest one to you, but it'll show you the and when you when you travel to a new system, it always shows you the way back to your home system. So you know, it gives you a map of all this.
Should I go to which is better, a Korvac universe or a Viking or a Gork or whatever?
Gek.
I kind of like Gek. Gek are nice.
That I don't think it matters.
I just feel Gek are better.
It just depends, like I said, because you don't have your conflict scanner or your economy scanner, so you can't really tell how the conflict or economy is until you can get those blueprints for your ship to equip them on your ship, and you won't know what type of system, if it's a dangerous system or a peaceful system, until you actually go there, and it's totally random. But once you get these conflict scanners and economy scanners placed onto your starship, then you'll know when you highlight those systems what type of system it is, as far as, you know, wealth, poorness, danger, or peaceful, calm. You know, it'll tell you, like, you know, I'm trying conflict. Yeah, on the bottom, you know, where it says economy and conflict. Right now, it tells you no data available. But once you get those scanners, it'll tell you if, like, it's a low conflict or a peaceful conflict. And the economy is like research, sell, buy, balance, wealthy, crumbling, poor, you know, etc. like that.
Oh, hold on. Are there like different things? I'm in Awakenings right now, apparently.
Yeah, there's. Well, that's the storyline right there that you're in. It's going to start telling you the storyline, and once you go to the system, so you can do.
Am I supposed to be doing the storyline?
that's up to you. You can ignore that, or you can learn the story of the traveler and of Artemis and what's going on.
I don't know. I'm going to the first space station.
I think it just. Yeah, I mean that's just up to you. That's just part of it. You can totally ignore that, but it'll always be there. You always tell you to talk to this NPC Artemis about what he is and what this universe is, and same way with Atlas, and that's or you can just totally ignore it. For you, it's just try to learn and get yourself adjusted and used to what's going on. Then you can jump into that if you want to, or you can just go into it and just say, "What the fuck? I'm gonna go into it."
This is different than anything from any other. Whoa, hey, chill out.
Yeah, game's different, that's for sure. Yeah, my region is the Lethani instability. So yeah, and I'm like 717,000 light years from the galactic center. I'm pretty far away.
You should have said despair, get low, give Ivanox. Give silicate element 10 iridium. Their suit looks run down. The lack of charge means that it's still equipped. The hostile conditions that rage outside. Should I give it 10 iridium or ask no?
I can never remember what the answers are on those damn things. He wants you to recharge something, right?
The suit looks run down. The lack of charge means that it's ill-equipped for the hostile conditions that rage outside.
Yeah, does it say give carbon or something like that?
It says give the stuff that I can give. It says give silicate element 10 iridium or ask for help.
Okay, because usually if their suits run down, you need to use either thamium or plutonium or carbon, and so you probably don't have any of that on you or enough on you to
fill it.
Yeah,
it says carbon. It says carbon.
And you can't select that because it's darkened out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you give anything else, it'll just be the wrong answer, and you'll probably lose faction rank. So you can ask for help, but all that will do is just give you a waypoint to some random place in that system. So you can either back out and go buy some carbon, and then talk to him again, and then give him the carbon, and you should gain faction and get a reward from him. And you should be able to buy carbon at the galactic terminal or one of the ships that are landing in the station.
Alright, I'll buy 10 carbon. Let's see how much iridium I can sell.
You should buy more than 10.
I can sell for 30k. I can sell 1,000. Should I sell 1,000?
Yeah. Or sell it all. It's up to you.
Or should I just keep some?
Well, you can mine more later, so if you need the money, I'd get the money.
How do I put it to a certain number? Because I don't want to be clicking left for like 20 hours.
If you hold it down, it will slowly speed up the click. Just hold the button down on the left or right, on the right arrow, as to click up.
Oh, Jesus!
And then as you hold it down longer, it'll click up faster.
Oh, because I always try to hold it down. I didn't think it would go faster.
Yeah, it'll go faster. It just takes a little longer to kick it up to faster. I wish we had like an option where we can like buy all, or we can input the amount we want to buy or sell, but...
Yes, I have $130,000.
Congratulations. You're on your way to becoming rich.
Now, how do I can't buy carbon. Oh, buy. Oops.
Yeah. Select buy, and you can toggle between hit right 2 and go to the next page.
I did. They don't have carbon.
Go back to the front page.
They don't have carbon.
Okay. Usually they do. Or no. Sometimes they do. It's crapshoot.
Maybe I have.
Are there plants around that area? Are those some potted plants? You can get carbon from the potted plants.
Oh wow. Yeah, I just got some.
Okay, yeah, you can. Yeah, then yeah, you can.
Alright, let me trade with him. Like, let me talk to him again.
If
Hey,
you
buddy.
got,
Hey, yeah, I'll help you. Please.
if you have enough on you, he should.
Oh, never mind. He's saying it's different stuff now. Now it says request dialect help, ask for directions.
Oh. That's strange. Usually they'll well, are you talking to the right one? Because there should be like 3 or 4 in that room, right?
There's 2.
Yeah, make sure you're talking to the right one.
There's 2, and I'm talking to the right one. Yeah. Maybe if I try talking to him again,
No, he'll just keep that. He'll give you the same response. Sometimes, usually when you back out and you talk to the same one, it should bring it back up. But maybe that changed from last time, from the old days. Because now they give you where you can get dialect help and all that and stuff. It's like
shelter.
Yeah, that's just probably like an abandoned bit. That's just probably just a base or just some little shelter rooms. When you ask for help, it gives you those little waypoints to those. Okay, I'm good here.
I really need to refill my multi-tool. I don't know if I should refill it with. I think I should do it with plutonium.
Refill your what?
Hold up.
Refill your I use yeah. If you might want to use, if you don't have carbon, use plutonium. I always use carbon because it's easier to get, and plutonium is always needed for your ship, and you always want to have plutonium to launch off a planet. But you can buy plutonium off of the galactic market. That I know for sure.
How much?
It depends on what they're selling it at per unit, and how much you want to buy.
I might need to buy like at 300. Better not be like no 30,000. I just made 30,000.
It depends on the market that you're buying it from, so it's always.
I'm sure they'll have plutonium.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Let me put it to like 200. Okay. Not so fast. 10,000.
Well, if you're buying it all, yeah, it depends on. Like I said, it's
no,
always.
I'm buying 200. 10,000.
Yeah, that's probably a high buy market.
Should I get it or no?
Yeah, if you need it, you probably should. Like I said, you'll make more money.
Oh, it just reset back to 1. I pressed triangle on it. No, not 234. 200. No, I'll do 215. Yay. I got a bunch of plutonium.
There you go, and then you can use that too.
I don't want to do the quest line game.
Yeah, it gets annoying when that just keeps telling you to do that, and you're like, I don't want to do it.
Turn that off?
No, that's what sucks. We hope they will give us an option to, but no, it just keeps coming up in your corner. So you just ignore it or you do it.
I'm just gonna put it to the secondary mission.
Yeah.
I'll create the exosuit, use signal boosters on it. Why does everything tell me to make a signal? What if I don't want to make a signal booster, huh?
Yeah, that too. Like I said,
it takes 50 iron and 50 plutonium to make them.
Yeah.
Oh, I have like 13,000 of marrow on me. Or not 13,000. I think 48 of marrow on me. It sells for 13,000. Wow. That is a lot.
Yeah, it's not bad. I sell liquid explosives for 1 million each. Plus, if I find a good market system, I can sell for $1.5 million. Almost 2 million sometimes.
Up, right?
Yeah, well, I have a base with a farm, and so I farm the components to make acid and unstable gel, which turns into liquid explosives. Then that sells for a good amount of money. Real good amount of money. Okay, what am I doing here?
Okay, what is residual group for?
That's just junk. You get it off of the abandoned.
Should you just sell it?
Yeah, sell it. It's not used for anything except for just selling.
Nickel gives me 30,000. Should I sell it?
Sure, you don't need it right now unless you need to build something.
My controller just died.
I know, I need to charge mine here soon too. I also need to make me some dinner because I'm getting hungry.
I was watching this one show, it's called The White Swamp, and this kid, all he eats is chicken nuggets. Dude, they call him King Curtis. You know what he says? This is literally how he talks. I can imitate it perfectly. Are you listening?
Okay, yeah.
Alright. The mom will be like, you want some chicken nuggets? He'll be like, he'll be like, what do you want for breakfast? And he'll be like, chicken nuggets. I was like, what parent lets their kid have that? He eats it for, and you know what the parent said? You know how fat they are?
What?
The parent said, like, this isn't even a lie. The parent said, hold up, let me see. Hold up. I just had it. Oh yeah. They said that they if they could, they would fry salad. I was like, what?
That's why I don't watch those shows. It'll dumb you down big time.
Irradiated? Is irradiated good or bad?
Bad.
So don't go there?
Yeah, you don't want to go there.
What about corrosive?
Same thing. Bad. It'll wear on your protection.
What about gamma intensive?
Yeah, bad.
So I can't go to any of the planets?
You can go to them. They'll just slowly well down your thermal, your protection, your shielding not your shielding, but your suit protection, environmental protection.
Oh, here.
Now, if it says extreme, then it'll really bring it down fast. So.
How do I get suspension fluid again? I forgot.
You make it from carbon if you have the recipe. If not, you're screwed.
And how do I get it?
You should have gotten it from your questing.
But I don't know where it is. It says electric vapor. I can make it with plutonium and suspension fluid, but I have no.
Go into your craft product menu and select components part, and if it's not in that component section, then you don't have the blueprint for it.
Oh, I was making it in the starship. Oh, never mind. You can't make it in there. What the freak? Did it give me it?
I'm not sure. It should have given it during the beginning quest. It should have.
I have the warp cell, antimatter, electron vapor, chlorite sheet, micro density fabric, bypass chip, shielding shard, and power gel. That's all I can do.
You haven't gotten it yet. Then you haven't got the recipe then, because see, it just gave you. I'm trying to think of the best way to get the recipe for that. It's if you can, for you it'd be hard. Normally you find manufacturing centers or operation centers, and if you break into them, which is kind of tough for you with a low-end multi-tool, you get product recipes from those terminals inside those once you break into them. But
I went inside and it gave me suspension fluid. It just gave me.
Yeah, that just gave you the thing, but didn't give you the product recipe. That's something you gotta keep questing to get it, or you find it.
I gotta go to the irradiated planet, like it or not.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be too dangerous for you. Like I said, it should.
There's a shelter.
Yeah, if you find a shelter and you just go inside and you might be good.
Where's the? Oh, what is happening? What the heck is happening?
I don't know. You have to tell me.
Oh, it's hot. It's really hot. Radioactive damp?
Is it saying extreme?
Yeah.
Okay, you're on an extreme world. You need to get back in your ship.
Dude, it is going down so quick.
Yeah, you're on an extreme planet. Those are bad. That's very bad. You want to get back in your ship or get to that shelter.
I kind of need to like make a signal booster so I can get the drop. Let me just do it really quick and then get the drop pod. Cause I have enough. I have enough. Like, drop pod. Okay, over there. I'll fly to it. Sure. Can I get in my ship before I die, please?
Yes.
I'm not about to walk over there. That's just like.
No, don't walk.
That's
deadly.
That's like a death sentence.
Yes, it is.
Wow, it's right next to the location, but I don't care. I'm not walking. It takes so long to move. It doesn't even feel like it's running. It feels like it's going so far. What do you mean save and chart? How is this a drop pod? Okay, save and chart. Now what? I went to the drop pod and it's choose from general. I'm confused.
There should be that. It should go inside. You look for the opening and then you go in there.
Oh, this is it. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And then and then a little thing should.
Exosuit upgrade, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Take the item. Sure. Why not? Like, how was the radiation protection on it? What kind of sentinels are these?
Are they attacking you?
It says traveler detection, passive enforcement.
Oh, you just scanned it?
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, you can. It's just they gave sentinels when you can now scan sentinels and you can find out what type of sentinel it is. Nothing means nothing because they're all just whatever. It's just a flavor text thing.
I got a dagger.
Yeah, those are Viking daggers. You can use those for to raise your faction or some other stuff, like to find a portal. If you're on a Viking system and you find a ruin, and then if you talk to the ruin, it'll give you like, hey, give me this Viking dagger or something, and I'll give you a waypoint to the planet's portal, the Stargate, and then you can go to that Stargate and whatnot. But you're not like there yet for that, so I won't even worry about the Stargate stuff yet.
Hold up. So I go here, I go to cargo, or do I technology? Okay. Well, I just got the exosuit upgrade. Where is it? Where's the upgrade?
It should, if you were in your inventory, it should be on your exosuit general inventory. If you're in your general.
Okay, I go to my. Yeah, it's not here. I see. I don't see it anywhere.
How many slots does it say on your exosuit inventory? Next to it says exosuit general inventory.
One slot?
Yes, it only gives you it's one slot per purchase.
Wow.
So yeah.
Thank you. It's stupid, not you.
It's not a game. It's just a money sink thing. It's a money sink thing that Can
I get another one?
Yes, you'll have to go to another drop pod, but you can always go back to the same drop pod. But you have to wait like an hour or so for it to recharge again, and then you can go back to that. And that's why I say if you can get on a good planet that doesn't have any hazard on it, and the sentinels are clean and safe, and you get you a habitable base, then you can drop you a signal booster on that habitable base, and then you can search for all the drop pods around that habitable base, and you can go to all of them, use them all up, then go back home, and then wait like an hour or so, or come back the next day. They will all be ready to go. You can go back to them again and keep doing that over and over until you max out your all your inventory spaces for your general, technology, and cargo.
Should I make another signal booster and try to find a habitable base?
Not on a dangerous planet. I wouldn't find you a planet that's not dangerous, that doesn't have any like toxicity or radiation, you know, like
Will it be on this place, or will it be on like off planet, or?
If you're on, it should be on the. If it's a planet that has structures on it, it'll be on that planet. If it's not a dead moon or anything, or a dead planet, like I said, if there's a base on, if there's any NPC bases, structures on that planet, there will be a habitable base on that planet, and you can find it. I just wouldn't build a habitable base on an extreme world that destroys your health or anything like that.
Is one right nearby? Can I look up another one, please? Like somewhere not there?
It should give you all the base locations that are nearby. It should. If not, if it's too far, it may just keep giving you that one over and over. I'm not sure.
There's probably I have to make. I hate this game. So I have to make a whole nother hyperdrive. No, a whole nother warp cell, and then. Oh my god, this game is so stupid! Because all of the planets around me, guess what? They're all either toxic or like bad.
Yeah, yes. Sorry about that. That's what happens.
Okay, I'm going to that. That's fuel source.
That's why I was like saying. That's why it's kind of tough when you okay, because you're in that position where you're stuck and you don't have the suspension fluid recipe to make those yet, and when you travel to another system, you don't know what you're getting, and boom, you're stuck because you can't make another warp cell to get out. But if you had, even if you had your base on your original system, you still couldn't go back using terminal teleport until you warp a couple more times. So it can get stupid. But once you get beyond that, it gets better. It's just you got to get through these beginning growing pains of the game, stuff like that.
Growing pains. That's a. Wait, okay, so this fuel source, is this gonna give me the thing to make it? Oh my god. Screen. My screen is dying.
Yeah, no.
My screen is shaking like we wouldn't understand.
I don't know what's going on. You need to get in your ship. You need to get in under cover.
I'm in my ship, and because I was answering the work. What the heck? Okay. I swear if that blocks my ship, I'm gonna be so mad, but it doesn't. Yep, I'm on extreme. This is...
Yeah, you need to get off that planet.
Oh my. Oh wait, but I need to do something. Okay, XX. Wait, is it traveler? Is it friend? What do you mean? I don't know.
Say traveler.
Okay, if you say so. Oh god. Okay. Is it first? Is it last? What?
Just select one, it doesn't matter.
Last?
First. Since you're a first time playing, just say first. Go with that.
I kinda did first. I can't do last. Has it, saying the Crimson Eye, has the Crimson Eye seen it?
That's the Atlas. Say no.
No. There's both the Eye has seen it and it has seen the Eye.
Alright, we'll go with that.
I'll go with both, I guess. No, I will do the Eye has seen it.
The Crimson Eye is talking about the Atlas station. The Atlas,
What? I just got a free warp cell. Okay. Thank you, I guess?
Yeah. Now, if
Alright, yeah, I'm getting off this freaking thing.
Then, if you want, now when you go back into the star map, you'll probably see a line going right back to your original system. If you want to go back there, you can, or you can go to a new one. That's up to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get out of this planet entirely. Or no, I'm gonna get out of this out of this universe. Because it's the worst universe you can ever be in.
Well, you're not in you're in a star system. The universe is you're already in the universe with 255 galaxies. You're in the first galaxy, the Euclid galaxy.
What the heck? There are strange powers at work. I have been left messages, crumbs that led me along a trail. Should I seek answers? Should I investigate those anomalies and breaches, or should I enjoy the galaxy on my own terms and avoid whatever trouble this is surely leading towards? Search for answers or free explore?
It's up to you.
I don't know. Please tell me.
Well, the free explore is just you do what you want, or you can go and continue the story.
So search for answers is continue the story, and free explore
is ignoring the story.
Yay, free explorer. Explore the galaxy. Don't mind if I do. But not this one.
Well, you can't leave the galaxy until you get to the center of the galaxy, then they'll kick you to another galaxy, right? But you can travel around and not, I guess, be burdened by the story or anything right now or something.
I've been to the center of the galaxy before, like the center. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
It's weird though. Well, I haven't been there, but I saw my uncle give him the game to land for like a day or two, and he was on the game. So I'm kind of confused.
Yeah,
I don't know how this pull that off.
Well, it depends. If you can get to the center by using the portal glyphs, the stargates, these new the portals they added in the Atlas Rises, and you get these 16 glyphs.
He went through like something.
Yeah,
it was like some earthworm or something.
Yeah, it was a stargate that he went through, and he ended up on in a planet close to the center, and then he claimed a habitable base, and then he was able to use that habitable base to get his starships and stuff, and then he was like right there. He knew the glyphs to get to a planet at near the center, and then you claim a habitable base, and then you can use if you already have unlocked the habitable base teleport system, you can use that to get back there, and it'll bring your ship to you by traveling through there and back, and then your ship will appear right next to your habitable base, and then you can get up. Then you can have a freighter. You can call your freighter to you anywhere, and it'll be right there for you. It's a little trick people use to get through these galaxies pretty quick.
Oh! It says this is so weird. And the galaxy and the system, whatever. Like when you go to teleport, should I just stay on the line, like the galactic core line? Or?
Now the galactic core line takes you to the galactic center. You can follow that, or you can do whatever. You can just go to any star system you want, or you can go back to the one that points back to your original starting system.
Oh yes, I do need to go to the Corvax. How do I know if it's good or bad?
You won't know until you land in there, until you get your economy and conflict scanner equipped into your ship. Until you can get to purchase those, you don't know. And you'll need...
I'm going in. Everything's toxic again. I'm going to quit this game and everything's in. Hello? Oh god, that was... okay. I'm not... Nodomac, Fushi, XIX system. Great. It's Corvax. Oh.
Yeah, Roughhouse. I don't know if there will be friendly fire. I would assume there would be. Hopefully there was, because that could get crazy.
Okay, hold up. I need to scan this planet right now. Abandoned planet. Is that good or bad?
That means there's nothing on there. It's no toxic. There's nothing wrong. It's just there's nothing there. There won't be no life. No. There'll be sentinels, but they won't bother you. They'll be probably passive. But there won't be any structures on that planet. It's pretty much dead.
Yeah, no, there's an abandoned building. It says.
Oh, that's abandoned. Okay, yeah. Then there's. Oh, that's different then. Okay.
It says there's rare technology on it.
Yeah, go there. You'll get nanites or something.
Like I'm 45 seconds away. Whoa, it looks really deserted. It looks like sandy.
Yeah, it's probably going to be like a desert planet.
I hate how it takes so long because you have to. You can only use your sword.
Yeah, once you upgrade your pulse jet, it kind of speeds it up a little bit better. Or if you get a better ship that has a more boost to it, well, no. Well, when you upgrade your pulse jet, it'll get you a little more faster.
Ship, that's a fact. So you said just look for abandoned ships, or should I buy them?
Crash ships, you know, those are free, but you may have to repair, you know, the slots and stuff. So either way, it's going to cost you. I just buy my ships.
Yeah, from now on, I'm just gonna ask you all my questions. Because I know so many, like a bunch of people, they'll be telling me like, oh no, trust me, go get one of those crash ships, like one of those.
Yeah, well, sometimes, like I said, the slots on those crash ships will be read out, and you'll have to pay to repair them or unlock. They'll be locked out, and some of them you have to unlock, and you have to pay to unlock them. It's not like the old game, you know, before Atlas Rises. Yeah, you could go to a crash ship, and you can get a 48 slot ship, and all you had to do was just claim it, and then repair the weapon, the technologies on it, like the thrusters and launchers and all that, and that was just resources you can just easily gather. But now they locked out the inventory slots on them, and you have to pay money to unlock those to free those up with the Atlas Rises patch.
Oh, I like this. This isn't a hot or cold planet.
Cool.
That's nice.
Now, like I said, if you want to, use your if you can make you a signal booster, look for a habitable base and go to it. Go inside and go to the habitable base terminal. Interact with the thing, this red thing with.
I'm so sorry. I'm like interrupting. I don't know these kind of words. What does ambulatory mean?
A what now?
Ambulatory.
Ambulatory? Are you scanning a creature?
Yeah.
It moves. It just moves. It's like an ambulance or something. It moves. It's able to move. It's just yeah.
Oh, 55 nanite clusters.
Yeah, those you'll need to buy. Those you can buy recipe blueprints from the station blueprint traders in the space stations that are in that little office thing, you know, behind the desk. Not behind the desk, but they're like in this little office wall, like they're like a shopkeeper looking thing, you know. That's where the Galactic Resource Terminal is, you know, where all those other NPCs are standing around. Then he'll be off to your left when you enter, and you'll be like sitting behind a counter, you know, in a closed encounter, and it'll say, you know, a blueprint trader, and that's what you use nanites to trade and buy blueprints from them for your ship, multi-tool, or exosuit. I don't know what I'm doing in my game right now. I'm just standing around.
Yeah, abandoned buildings.
Yeah, abandoned buildings will give you nanite clusters when you do, and they give you a little flavor text story about the Traveler and the Traveler is the first person to enter this universe, and he left stuff for you, a story and whatnot. He's just a little story thing there. And then you have the Artemis.
Give you nanite clusters, so that's...
Yeah, it'll always give you nanite clusters.
Health at max. Damage container.
Yeah, that repairs you.
Oh, another Viking dagger. Great. Oh, there's another room.
Yeah, they'll have like a couple of rooms or stuff, and you can be careful. There's usually a plant. Sometimes there'll be a lasher plant inside those abandoned houses that'll attack you. You gotta be careful of them. That's that plant that slashes at you when you're walking around. They're called lasher plants because they lash at you.
Oh, stupid! I hate it.
Yeah, we all do.
There's a first aid kit in here.
Yeah, that just restores your health. If you don't have health damage or taken away, then it's just a waste. It doesn't. It won't do anything.
I don't know. What the heck is Atlas V1?
That's your Atlas version 1 pass. In order to unlock those doors, you have to get this. It's like that bypass chip, but it says Atlas version 1, and you get those as a reward from talking to NPCs or going into manufacturing centers or operation centers and breaking into those buildings because they have steel doors closed, and you have to shoot at them with your multi-tool bolt caster attachment or your grenade launcher attachment to break in those doors. As soon as you start shooting at those, sentinels will attack you, but once you go inside, the sentinels will stop attacking you. Then there will be a terminal that you can interact with, and if you answer the puzzle right, it'll give you a product recipe reward. And usually you'll yes, I would. I would get you a home base going, and that would help you out a lot. Then you can drop a signal booster right outside there, and you can. Or also, I would drop a save terminal or save whatchamacallit here. Let me pull it up. Yes, a save point outside your base. That way you can always save. When you're there before you log off, you want to save before you log off so you don't lose anything that you've done. Right now, the only way you can save before you log off is jump in and out of your ship. But if you have a home base and you can put a save point down right next to your door, and you can use that, you can click that to save your game at that moment. Then you can log off and not lose any thing that you've done. Okay, I gotta go away from the game for a second. Give me about a few minutes here, bud. Okay, I am back, but hey, dude, I'm going to have to. I just had to throw my cup away, but I gotta make me some dinner and get going. So I'm going to have to call our little grouping chat here done for the night. I've been on for 2 hours and doing this, and I live alone, so I have to make my own dinner. Yeah, well, I got home at work and been playing since about 5 o'clock. So.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I hit my thing. Yeah, I've been on since 5 o'clock, and I hit my mute button accidentally. Yeah, so I gotta get off. I'm sorry, dude. But hey, I hope I helped you out some, and like I said, I hope.
Help me out a lot.
Yeah, and like I said, dude, there's.
But please, like you don't have like parents to tell you like to go. Can you tell me how to do this really quick, like before you go?
What is it you're doing?
There's a habitable base right here.
Okay, are you at it?
I'm like at it, like, okay, I just got to it.
Okay, go inside.
Okay, I'm going in, now what?
Okay.
Whoa. A jetty of outpost. Interact?
Yes, interact.
Okay, it's okay. Claim home planet?
Claim home planet.
Okay, I did it. Now what?
Now you have a base, and you should have when you up a directional pad, when you're in that base area, it will give you, you know, when you get your, to make your signal booster, you can keep going up and it should give you a, other options and stuff like, structure parts, room parts, a structure where you can make like a cylindrical room where you need 100 iron, and you just you can make a corridor, straight corridor, and then go from there. You can talk to that architect. You can talk to the interact with the blueprint trader, and he'll give you base optional base blueprints for credits.
Can people break in?
Knowing people, yes, people can come into your base and they can override you right now. But most people don't do that. They're pretty cool. Hey Ruff, hey, thanks for subbing, man, and appreciate it. Hold on one second. I'm going to end my stream right here, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed me helping this kid out, and thank you for tuning in to Psycho Mike Gaming, and I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Peace out. I'm just ending the stream. Don't worry, I'm not logging off. So to those watching the stream and checking out the stream, thank you for all of that, and hope you enjoy it.
Oh,
Bye.
So I was only here for your stream.